I'm starting to have a feeling what this game's gonna be about, you know? Is it about the L word? Hello everyone, my name is Lukael and welcome to Gone Home. So first things first, in last week's episode I said that today's video was gonna be Walking Dead Season 3. Obviously it's not that. And I know it's like the second time that I've delayed Walking Dead, but basically, because we're just about to hit the holidays, like I assume most people are gonna be on vacation or something like that, so I didn't want to drop like the first episode of Walking Dead and then like have people take a break and then come back to it after the new year. So I figured I would play like just like a little one-off for now. And also The Walking Dead is like super depressing, so it didn't seem like a best choice to play during the holidays. So instead I looked through my library, I was like, what could I play in like a single video? What could be a little one-off? And I landed on this one, Gone Home. So playing this today and next week is going to be a special game for the holidays. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. And then on the new year, we're going to start playing Walking Dead Season 3. Then it's going to be Papers, Please. And then we're going to move on to something new. But I digress. Gone Home is a game released in 2013, so a full decade ago. It was developed by Fulbright, who also did Tacoma, which we played on the channel, as you may remember. I don't really know anything about this game other than it's like a narrative game, as you would expect, just like Tacoma and Firewatch, which you can also watch on the channel. Just from the title screen, it looks like you're going to be alone in a house in the middle of the night, so it seems a little creepy. I don't know if there's like any horror elements or anything, but the premise certainly seems a little creepy, but I guess we're about to find out. So thank you for joining me today, and without any further ado, let's play Gone Home. So they made this game before Tacoma, so I'm curious to see what it's all about and if I can see any of the same like mechanics that were in Tacoma. Very different setting, obviously. The Fulbright Company presents.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to.
Of course she's going to.
Love you. See you soon. Bye.
Well, it certainly has quite creepy vibes for now. It seems like the setup for like a horror movie or something. June 7th, so that's the day after. 1995. In the middle of the night. Okay, so I guess I'm this girl who just got home. Gone home. Okay, let me just figure out these controls, which they're probably pretty simple. You can zoom. Oh, you get like some kind of a menu. I can crouch. No jump. So, oh, there is a map. So I got my passport. I am Caitlin Greenbrier, in the United States. Born in 73, so she's around like 20 something at this point. It's my passport. I got it to go on my Europe trip. That's a little generic. Where exactly did you go in Europe? There could be a lot of places. Amsterdam, okay. Amsterdam, Portland, Cincinnati. This is my boarding pass back from my year in Europe. Okay, so she went a full year there. It's so weird to have like a map of your house. How big is your house that you need a map for it? Yeah, let's get some light in here, please. Some old Christmas decoration. Maybe you guys are about to get those out, because Christmas is just around the corner. Christmas duck. Press LT to examine. Ooh. I do love ducks. Ducks are my favorite animal, for those who didn't know. Don't really know what ducks have to do with Christmas, though. But alright. Oh, there's a key. Weird place to hide a key. A spare key that was hidden under old Christmas duck. Ah yes, everyone's favorite. Ooh. So if I remember right, we also had that mechanic in Tacoma where you could just like rotate items around. June 6, 1995. 1995, huh? Oh, left a little message. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. Oh, that was very good timing on that thunder. I don't want anyone to know. Mom and Dad. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried, I love you, Sam. Is that like her brother, sister? Don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. That's very strange. Right away, very creepy vibes in here, can I just say? Like the broken light bulb. No, keep the lamp on, yes, please. Invoice, Wellspring Movers. Terrence Greenbrier. That's the father, maybe? Boxes, kitchen, master bed, child bed, library, office, 2 televisions, $2,000 in '95. That's a lot of money.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Okay, so Sam is the little sister of Katie. Add the new house, add it to backpack. So we're getting these journal entries, but like from where? 1994, okay, so this is in the past. Okay. I'm gonna open as many lights as I can. Oh, I was like, where's the light? Very stormy outside. Got some soap. Sparkle hand soap, green apple. That's a good one. That was like my favorite part of Tacoma, was just like going around and looking at all these weird objects. It was really interesting because it was in the future, so you get like all these strange products. These futuristic products. Here we're going for more of an old school vibe. Author magazine, Stephen King. How 20 top authors conquer it. Okay. Who's the writer in the house? You reckon that's a real baby? Wonder how old that baby is now. 4 rolls. Soft sheets now, thicker. They always want to make like thicker toilet paper. It's like quilted for extra strength and absorbency. Unscented? Is there a scented toilet paper? Seems like kind of a weird idea. Look at that simple branding. Almost nothing on there. That damn thunder is really startling me. I got some bandages, so if I get killed, you know, by a murderer in my house, alone at night, at least I can patch myself up. Right, so, you know, for all the lights that are on in this place, it's really dark. Why is it so dark? Is it also... No, that's not a light. Let's open as many lights as we can. There we go. So I guess this is the full family here. Sam, Katie, Mom, and Dad. That's like a painting. That's not a photo, I think. I don't know if it's meant to be a photo or a painting. It looks kind of like a painting just because of the style, you know? Why do I hear like footsteps? Is there someone else in here? Jesus. Damn thunder. Okay. I got a phone so I can call the police whenever I get attacked.
Sam. Sam. Hello.
Who's this?
Sam.
You one of Sam's friends, I guess?
Sam, where are you?
want you. Please be there. Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe.
And that's me.
I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
You hear that? Someone's moving fucking furniture up there. So there's definitely someone in here. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Okay, poor Daniel. Getting called a weirdo? Sounds like he really needed to talk to her. Like, that sounded really urgent. You know, here I am playing this game instead of Walking Dead because I thought Walking Dead was going to be too depressing, and I have a feeling maybe this game's not going to be that cheerful either. Worldwide timetable. Kitty's departure in 94, flight 881 to Amsterdam. Okay. Who is making sound? And oh man, look how dark it is. Hate that. Why do you guys have such a big house? Is that really necessary for like 4 people? I'm just gonna open every light I can find. Okay, that's a radio, that's not a person. Pretty sure. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. Nutritious lunch. Yum. Or $2.50 for a lunch provided. Man, $2.50? That's so cheap. You couldn't get like a donut now with this money. And a positive attitude. Lovely. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
What do you mean the Psycho House? Did someone die in here maybe? Is that me? De Soto? De Soto? Oscar Doc Masson. Oscar Masson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Masson was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone. I swear I could hear like footsteps in here. Close that door. Quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew Terence Greenbrier, also that's my grandfather, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County to whom he provided wellness and comfort. 60, that's really young to die, I have to say. Like now that my parents are getting older, you know, when you're young you think 60 is like super old, but as you get older, your parents grow older and you're like, 60 is really not that old. Akechi! Frickin' Akechi. Always showing up in places you don't expect. Wait, what did that say? Hey, it's one of the postcards I sent. Oh, you sent that. That's nice. From Paris. Paris. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Oh, right, because you had to develop photos back then. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. And also my only one. Love you all, Katie. One Arbor Hill. Weird. It is kind of weird to live at 1. I've never seen someone have the 1 as their address. That's... I mean, I guess there has to be one, but that is kind of weird. Okay, where's the fucking... Oh, it's the TV. Why did someone leave the TV open? This house is fucking huge, I have to say. Got some old VHS. Oh man, remember when all VHS looked like this? I sure do. Girl Scout, role model. Okay, I guess we can play that. Sam be rocking out while I'm gone. Is that book Dad wrote? Oh, Terrence Greenbrier. The Accidental Savior. About... Is that Kennedy? John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond. A high-class political thriller. Okay, so it's like a fiction book. So it's like a fictional story about real-life events, I guess. Okay, that's a little intense.
Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County.
Tacoma County, did you hear that? They mentioned Tacoma. They mentioned Tacoma. That's like a little foreshadowing to their next game. Terry! That's in 78. That's a long time ago. Hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain has been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. David Werning. Hi-Fi Aficionado magazine. Okay. Do it! Do it! Signed Mike. Okay. Well, thanks for the offer, Mike. Not sure if Terrence was into the idea. A lot of VHS. Blade Runner, Director's Cut, that's a good one. JFK, yeah, some research for his book. X-Files, Season 1. A lot of X-Files. I've never actually watched any X-Files, but I'm sure it's good. Airplane, Moon, Raker. A bunch more VHS. The Andromeda Strain. The Time Machine. Plus Clue. Which version of the Time Machine? Because there's a lot of movies with that name. Fantastic Voyage and Top Gun. That's for the dad. Ghostbusters and Labyrinth. Two very good ones. Some good taste in this household. Clash of the Titans. Our electric bill is going to be through the roof when I'm done with this place because I'm going to open every damn light in here until I feel a little better. The Heaven? Heaven? The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier, grades 2. The Turtle People, part 1. So that's very old. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever. Or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, I thought we lost them at Horse Island. Why don't you go back to your home on Horse Island? The first mate said, looks like you thought too soon. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, you never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise and your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? The first mate yelled out, we'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world and you'll see your father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. That's not bad. It's pretty good for a child story. Can't see outside. Making friends even when you suck. Sam thought this might help, Dad. Aw, she can't make friends. That's really sad. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy. Aw. How nice of him.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Nice. Well, if they're gamers, you know you want to get on that. Big gold star. Okay, so maybe Sam's got a little crush? A little girl crush? Hopefully that goes well and didn't go horrible. Amore Pizza. That's a pretty clever logo, actually. Fresh, hot, and delicious. Ugh. Fucking grease stain. Nothing like the grease stain left over in a pizza box to make you feel bad about your... I could swear I hear fucking footsteps in here. I know they're just messing with me, but... Oh, look at that. Someone did a little tent in here. Hauntings and poltergeist. Is this gonna be a ghost story? No, this is just a red herring, I'm sure. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. How to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us, and what they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. This actually looks very similar to a couch I used to have when I was a kid. Well, not me, but you know, my parents. Dr. Jitters. What else we got in here? 2001, Space Odyssey maybe? And The Dark Crystal. More X-Files. Cables. The place kind of looks like whoever was here left in a hurry, you know?
All windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected.
Severe
at lower
weather
elevation.
warning. Okay. I'll say. David Warning. Oh, so he did write to him. Notify sender of new address, Greenbrier Terrace. 1 Arbor Hill. Okay, no, it's David who was writing to him, right? So maybe he never did write back. Hi, Terry. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us. Okay, so he did eventually write to them. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well as laser discs, and they want us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and toslink stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. And then do you get to like keep it? Okay, well, I guess it's gone. So maybe send it back after. But yeah, nothing like the grease stain in the box to make you feel bad about eating pizza. Old button. Bratmobile. That's clever. Got a bunch of books. Phantom Violin, The Chinese Puzzle. David Copperfield. The American Illustrated Medical Dictionary. Steppenwolf. You guys definitely need more lights in here. Like it shouldn't be this... It shouldn't be this dark with this many lights turned on. Nothing in here. Coaster. X-Files, can't miss it. Gotta record it. Gotta watch every episode. I wonder if these are all like real shows. Probably a little mix of both. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes on TNT. Full House. I think these are mostly... Yeah, Family Matters. These are mostly real shows, I think. It's Mom's old work mug. Takelma County Forestry Service. So I guess she used to work for like the forest services. Just like in Firewatch. This is a real ass like 90s house. For sure. Okay. Hear that, right? Crumpled note. Hey, are you... Stop doing that. Are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and right back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes, no? No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the... Tommy, that's not very nice. Her uncle? So they have an uncle who went psycho? What does that mean? Did he kill someone? Is that why people said this is the psycho house? Coupons. Save 25 cents. Ooh, wow. Big savings. United States Department of Agriculture. Forestry manual. Yeah, that's gotta belong to her mom. It is dark as hell in here. There better not be any jump scares in this game, swear to God. Ton more books. Can't really read the names though. Who is making noise in here? Ooh. Why is it so dark? If this game ends with someone like rushing at me, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Promise you. A lot of copies of his book, of course. Whenever you publish a book, that's always how it is. Like, you always have a big pile of books at your place that you just couldn't get rid of. I've done the art for covers of books, and like they always send you like 10 copies, and like I don't know 10 people who want that book, so they just sit in my closet to this day. The Accidental Pariah. How many damn books did you write about Kennedy, dude? Why are you so obsessed with John F. Kennedy?
When you
Samantha,
live in one
please
place
give
your
this
whole
to your
life,
mother.
Your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend.
That's true.
And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore.
Damn, that's harsh.
But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
You know, I felt the same about my neighbor when I was a kid. It's like, he lives next to your place, so he's pretty much your default friend. Like, you don't really have a choice but to be friends with them. And when you're young, you don't really have a set personality anyways, so like, you can be friends with anyone, really. But he did have some good Nintendo games, so I did like him for that. Samantha, please give this to your mother. From Mary Shoots. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Oh, this is about Daniel. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape. And I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Oh, that's nice. That's from Daniel's mother. But yeah, once you move away, you kind of just, you know, drift apart. But it sounds like Sam didn't really want to be his friend anymore. I wonder why. I mean, you know, boy, girl, as they get older, maybe he was interested in something more. Who knows? Triple distilled. How about quadruple distilled, huh? Cheap. Distilled. Some whiskey. You guys got some alcohol in here. Another freaking book. The Accidental Pariah. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. A James Bond for today's audience. The other one said, not another James Bond. Compelling, a thriller worth its salt. Its salt? From the desk of Donald Fripp's publisher. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. That's a bummer. Has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. That's cold. I don't think they would like send him a letter about that. I feel like they would probably, you know, call him or have a meeting with him. Seems like a really cold thing to just send in a letter. Like, oh, by the way, we're not gonna publish your shit anymore because your stuff ain't selling, so screw you. Like, I don't know about that. What do we got here? Got a need for you, Adrian Rolini. I hope that doesn't get my video flagged.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd see through.
World history.
Now that it's happened, I just can't believe.
Reproductive system, worksheet 6, Samantha Greenbrier.
I've done the best I could.
Below are two stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, write reproductive system worksheet 6 at the top, then choose one of the two stories and rewrite it. Okay, I can't focus on reading when I hear stuff in the background, so. Alright, so she has to put these sentences about the reproductive system in order. Samantha Greenbrier, period 4 health class, reproductive system worksheet 6, the menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939. 7? 9? Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wayland in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Gross. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris. Still in his baker's smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. Wait, she's writing about the fucking invasion of Poland? In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. Oh no. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join her Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. And then her teacher wrote, "See me." Okay, that's fucking funny. Honestly, if I was the teacher, like I know she didn't really follow the assignment, but I would be impressed, you know? Like, okay, maybe she didn't do exactly what you asked, but clearly, like, you know, she's creative. She's funny. You know, I think that's worth something. But yeah, that sucks. I thought maybe the father was like a successful author, but sounds like he wasn't very successful. So that's why they sent all these books back, because they just wouldn't sell. Music room. How big is this damn house? Turning on all the lamps. Katie, please tell mom and dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Oh, okay, so she left and stole some stuff. Some lip balm. Lip stuff. Above average for your mouth parts. That's kind of weird branding. Please try our above average tissues. Soft face. Alright. I love the old coupons like printed on like some old newspaper. Okay, not much in there because apparently she stole everything. Oh, got a note. Hi Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house till this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Okay, so wait, like, so if Katie's like around 20, how old is Samantha? Because she says she can drive. Ride back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. That's unforgivable. Get ready. Yeah, they're about to play some Street Fighter.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild.
Yeah.
So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house.
How about that?
Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Oh. Right on, Sam. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell mom and dad. The attic? Okay, I'm starting to have a feeling about what we're locked. Okay. Is there like a key in there? No? Did I miss a key in there? Gotta be a key somewhere around here. Whatever you found, don't tell them. I'm starting to have a feeling what this game's gonna be about, you know? Is it about the L word? Again, very dark. Why is this door open? Let's close that. Just close that until I'm ready. A lot of books. The Complete Ching? Boone County. I'm good. That's a loud fan. Goddamn. Pacific Insurance Masters Electrical Inspection Form for Terrence Greenbrier. Does the electrical system meet local codes? Yes. Are there any deficiencies which need correcting? Unclear. Wiring in house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. That's a very old house. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. It's haunted. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. From Black Cat Electrical Company. Okay, so like their lights are flickering, there's some electrical issues, but they're like, it's 100 years old house, so like if we were to start like trying to fix that, it would take forever. Would be we need to destroy the wall, so I guess they don't want to do that. Pioneer. Oh, he's writing his little review of the CD player, disc player. He's taking some notes. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular... Okay, yeah, Terrence, I wouldn't be very passionate about that either. Can I open that? I guess not. Oh! Ooh! There's a fake bottom to this. Terrence Greenbrier. Can you read that for me? Is there like a button to show like, you know, text version? Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. Sorry if I'm reading a little slow. It's like really hard to read this handwriting. You are always welcome on Harbor Hills. I will understand if you fail. You accept this invitation. You're very sincerely, Oscar Masson, right? Okay, so it maybe wasn't her grandfather. It might have been the uncle. Stop with the noise. Enter combination. Oh. Interesting. Why would he hide this letter under like a fake bottom? Interesting. John Russell. See? He's trying to write these reviews for the CD player, but really his passion and his writing, it's in writing more of these John Russell books. Poor guy. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No. He blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. Okay, maybe you're not such a great writer. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick-flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer-fibered tunic. Terrence, what are you writing? The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase matter transference operator. Then he passed out. He's just bored at home, like trying to write reviews for these fucking CD players, and he's like, I just want to write some smut of my original characters, man. John Russell has crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before, but now, man. They needed him now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions formed the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct. Is he drunk by any chance? From it, how to assemble it, so he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the Stark ship, Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he who had saved the predestinate lives twice before could helm the Neve crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Go to sleep, Terrence. You're a little tired, I think. Damn. But yeah, he's really into X-Files, so of course he would write a sci-fi book, you know? That's his true passion. He doesn't want to write about fucking disc players. He wants to write about back to basics. Send back in time to Dallas. These are his ideas for his next book. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Early spaceflight utopia, advanced technology, and World War II early? Time stream too different? JFK president, USSR coalition, Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese? Paradox results in JFK death being desired outcome? You can do better. Come on, magic bullet theory? State of emergency in Dallas cancels motorcade, JFK poisoned, kidnapped, injured. Why are you so obsessed with JFK? Like, just write a novel about your character that's not about JFK. Why not disrupt the mortar blade minutes before LHO can fire? Maybe write more about like this blonde bombshell in her tight suit and less about freaking JFK, and you might sell more novels, you know? So I'm still looking for a key. And that's a huge library. They did mention in the papers about moving that the library was huge. I can see that now. Ah, more books. Dad's... Oh! Dad! Gosh, Dad! Gentlemen, February 1989. Japan's bloody war on dolphins. The magazine for men. Moscow by night. Drugs, prostitution, the mafia. The new rules of love. Ladies in the ring, the women of wrestling. Gosh, Dad. I love how he hated. The poor guy was like ashamed of it. Ah, I can't take it. Okay. He was like ashamed. A stranger under my roof. Aw. The number was best-selling advice book for parents of teens. I love all these objects, like they all feel so real. Well, most of them feel very real. The teen years are fraught with change of all types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. But these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior from the very beginning as he or she first enters adolescence up through the end of the teen years as he or she enters young adulthood. The practical strategies here are based upon well-tested principles of pediatric psychology presented by Dr. Eliza Medina, herself a mother of 2 teenagers, prepared to gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. I'd never had such a good conversation with my daughter, says Eleanor Shepard. These simple tools can make all the difference to a relationship with your child. And how did that go? Dear Terrence, this is from Brent Kurtwood. David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again, then everybody will be happy. That's cold. 0451. Okay, I think that's the code. A lot of reading today. I hope my vocal cords can survive. 0451. I don't know why, but reading in English is like twice the effort. Wait, I already have 0451 written down here. I think this is from Inscription? Is there a 0451 in Inscription too? Because I have like a piece of paper on my desk where I will write down notes while I'm playing games. But I already have 0451. That's very strange. Maybe it's like a reference to something, that's why like developers keep using it? I don't know. Fresh. I was a teenage drag queen. Okay. Must have been pretty scandalous for 1995. The male gaze and how to subvert it. Good luck with that. Journal. Okay, not much else in here. Just a ton of books. And obviously they didn't write a title on every book because that would be way too many. 0, 4, 5. Kubelik and Wise, attorneys at law. Dear Mr. Massan, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Will and testament. Oh, okay, it's the testament of Oscar. Possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I am a lifelong resident of Boone County. I am unmarried and I have no children. I have no outstanding debts to my name. I bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, so this house, as well as any and all personal property, to my nephew, Terrence Greenbrier. In the event that said Terrence Greenbrier should predecease me, then and in such event the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the state. He signed that in 73, so a long time ago. I think before Kitty was even born? Okay, so that's a transcript. Thank you for doing that, because I would not have been able to read this. Okay, makes sense that you would have had that under a combination lock, I suppose, even though... Okay, we don't have the key yet, so that's it for the left part of the house. So we got something about the uncle going psycho, and then maybe Sam being an L word with another girl. Regional track and field finals. Girls long jump event. Pick up my old track trophy. Head show in Mexico. Track and field. First place, Jimmy Bloom, Carla Jones, Shauna Rossi, Caitlin Greenbrier. Huh. So she was big on track and field. The Tombs of Youth. Moby Dick. Or The Whale. So where's her parents? Where's the mother? Got a good old Holy Bible here. Which means the parents might be religious, which might complicate things for Sam if my feeling about her is correct. Oh man, the telephone book. You guys remember the phone book? Talk about an industry that must be kind of dying off. Another locked door. Remember these? Oh, and a closet. That's gonna be her uniform for the Forestry Service. Yeah, Janice Greenbrier. Senior Conservationist. Front hall. No key. Oh, got a board game. A really old, like stained board game. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game for 2 to 6 players. Yeah. Like games would always end up being stained and like gross. Just sitting in the closet like this. Okay, no key. Then I guess we need to go upstairs. Some light, please. They don't have like amazing decoration in here. Could be a little bit better. Then again, it is the 90s. Pack of cards. God damn it, Ketchy. Newspaper clipping. Controlled burn schedule for Boone County. Oh, got a quote from Janice here. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months. Starting to have a feeling we're gonna find like Sam hiding in the cellar or something. The operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. Okay, doesn't really seem like something... I guess when you lead a kind of boring life, just having your name in the newspaper can be pretty exciting. Can you stop that, please? Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest in '94, so that's pretty recent. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer, Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Alrighty. Personal calendar. Couples. Bowling. Cooking class. Take apron. Ballroom dancing. Someone's been busy. Couples bowling. Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. Couples. Okay. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. So this is her mom's calendar. I think we're slowly headed towards their room. That's where all the good stuff is gonna be. Oh. Cassette case. Bratmobiles. Potty mouth. For Sam. I love how it has physics. Oh, it says something in. Love things. Stab. Cherry bomb. Throwaway. Product. Tune special. These are probably real songs.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Hanging out with girls. Yep, I think I know what's going on here. So I thought this was like a cassette for Sam. Okay. I thought maybe Katie gave her this, but I think Lonnie gave her this. She did mention she was like a punk girl, so she gave her all like this punk music. Radiation area, so this must be Sam's room. The radiation is all that intense teenager energy, you know, that's a very potent radiation. Sternly worded letter. Oh. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and I'm therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, okay. And yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you May also remember that I have my own car now. You can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Yeah. Never really easy, the relationship between a teenager and their parents. So this is quite relatable. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. I think they knew that the player was gonna open all the lights, so this is like a little nod to that. Daniel called. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Oh, that's sad. He's like, you know what? I know our friendship is going down the drain, so can I just have my game back, please? Oh yeah, that's a teenager room if I've ever seen one. Just turn that off real quick. That's a thick door. Damn, she must have been happy for that. Like if you lock yourself in here, ain't no way they're getting in. And there's even like a lock. Dunk. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you, Mrs. Oh, maybe that's her teacher that saw her like writing all these weird stories. She was like, why don't you just go into writing, you know? Summer program's tracks are English, creative writing. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed. I wonder if she took her up on that offer. Emma, Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. Yeah, she's reading a lot. Ben Hur, The Jungle Book, Tom Sawyer. Selected stories and poems, The Virginian, Treasure Island, The Call of the Wild, The War of the Worlds, that's a good one. The Scarlet Pimpernel. The Scarlet Pimpernel. Metamorphosis and Frankenstein. Interesting that these all seem like published by the same editor. I guess it's like a collection of all the classics, but I don't think that's how that works. Wait, what'd you call that? An emery board? Is that what that's called? Isn't that just like a nail? Like a nail... something? Nailed it! That's clever. Good fellow. The Misfits. Get some light here. Man, life must have been rough in the 90s. For these teenagers, like no internet, no nothing, no computer. Like even when I was young, we kind of had computers already. Like they couldn't do that much, but we had them. High school disciplinary referral, of course. Student name Yolanda De Soto. Oh, maybe that's her real name. Like Yolanda's her real name. Lonnie is like her nickname. Mr. Benchley observed Mrs. De Soto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front. A large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Mrs. De Soto was sent to the guidance counselor office. Mrs. De Soto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Ms. De Soto chose suspension. Of course she did. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Yeah, figures. Ms. De Soto must return this form tomorrow signed by her father. And they never signed. She just came to Sam's place, crumpled it, threw it in the garbage. She's like, I don't give a shit about that. I'm a rebel. Oh, I was gonna say maybe I can put that cassette in there, but the cassette was not in the thing. Oh, there it is. Bratmobile Cool Schmool. There you go. Could be more
We're
punk
so
rock.
Cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna sit around and talk about the weather. We're such a good old day. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna say hello.
I love just this JPEG of socks.
I don't wanna hear honey.
Like it's so obviously a flat surface. Adventures the Cat Returns? That's not a real game. Chun-Li moves. Yeah. Super Spitfire. That looks fun. I would have tried that. Journey of Crystal. That looks too modern. Like the art on the SNES cartridges was not that good at the time. Okay, I cannot hear myself think. Thank you. Yeah, the art was not that great on these old cartridges. Trust me. Oh, this is one of these, this is one of the things where you have to go like cross-eye like this. Let's see if I can do it. I get it. It's a heart. It's a heart. It actually works. Scrutinize. Not sure if that's the same. Hurts the eyes to do that. Uh-oh, what you get hiding here? Hi Lonnie, I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Nice. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish. Right now, I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched 90210. But I could see in his eyes he was lying. I kind of miss high school. High school was pretty shitty, at least for me, personally. But I do miss getting to see your friends every day. That was cool. Like, I would totally pass notes to my friends, like in between each class. We'd just like write each other letters, because like we weren't working in class. Yeah. That was the cool part of high school. The rest, not so much. Magazine. Groove. AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder. What is this even about? Seems like a lot of different topics all together. Anything back there? A fork, of course. The Brother 150. This is the one me and my dad are building. Wanna go for a ride when it's done? I feel like this little lesbian story is not gonna have a happy ending, I'm afraid. Samantha Greenbrier, Teacher Fletcher, Shop, Metalworking, Engraving, Grade C-. Not a challenging assignment, metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges, show more pride in work. It's such like a hopeless task, trying to get teenagers to care about stuff that they don't care about. I don't envy that job one bit. Groove, Kurt Cobain. Is that before he died? I can't remember what year he died. I want to believe. I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? You'd better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. That's Neve Campbell. Gross. Meow. This feels wrong. I should not be looking through her stuff, like even if she's not here. This... I mean, I should not be reading all of her letters either, but, you know, I guess that's the game. Got your number. Are you going to the dance with anyone? Oh my god. 90s girl board games. Gotta love it. Do you like sports? Would you introduce me to your friend? Are you busy Friday? Get your friends together. It's time to find out who has a big crush. Is it Matt from science class or Daryl from track? You'll never know unless you've got his number. So dreamy. Like, this is not a real game, but there were games exactly like this. If you're a 90s kid, you know. The King's Labyrinth. Ooh. She's still writing about Captain Allegra. But she's not a kid anymore. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer, turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. I need a drink, this is a lot of reading. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted rows, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. I'm gonna say she's a better writer than her father, I think. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention and then you..." But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invincible thread, of course," Allegra said. "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait. No. No! The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop, even from across the yawning basin. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to ground and ran. This is damn good writing for a 17-year-old, I have to say. Like, I could not write this stuff. So, I think she definitely has some potential as a writer. Like, she's 17 writing this stuff? Mitten. Track 1888. Do you think maybe that's a combination? Which, again, I should not be looking at. Okay, no, it's not. That would have been too easy. That's just our old address. Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. Yeah. Holy Bible. She doesn't seem like the type that would be reading the Bible. Samantha. S is for special. A is for adorable. M is for merry. A is for affectionate. N is for nice. T is for thoughtful. H is for honest. A is for am gonna be a lesbian. 1017? No. They're giving you like all these 4 numbers combinations so that like you have to try them all to find out which one's the right one. Steggy. It's Steggy. Really sorry for her parents, but it looks like she's gonna be an artist. The worst fate possible. So I guess she had a car, even though she's only 17. I think 17 is a little young to have a car, to be honest. But it's none of my business. This has to be mom and dad's bedroom, yeah. Mom's purse? Like, you can inspect these items, but you can't really interact with them. Why do you guys still have boxes? Like, did you move in here this recently that you never even got rid of these boxes? Earth, Wind and Fire and Willie Nelson. Wait, let me get some light. Ooh, must have sent that from London. Dear Mom, Dad and Sam, I am in the tunnel. This is my second passage through the tunnel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going through Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the tunnel. London was great. The channel? Is that what you mean, the channel? London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Man, Katie's having like the time of her life on this trip, not knowing like all the shit going on at home. They're really intense about that Bible, huh? Unknown Dimension Literature? Ooh, another publisher. Communication must become total and conscious before we can stop it. Maybe he's looking for like some new publisher to publish his books. Hopefully it worked out. Bunch of clothes underneath the bed. That's definitely like a mom and dad bedroom. Like the carpet, the boring decoration, no TV, nothing. Ugh. Nothing fun happens here. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Oh, I hate poetry. Take your time, I'm glad to have it in good hands. Rick? Who's Rick? Okay, I guess Rick lent him this book. A lot of these binders that you can't see what's inside of them. Ooh, more light, hell yeah. Aw, look at that. Look at that dad. That's a sci-fi writer if I've ever seen one. That's me, right there, and there's Sam. Future rebel that she is. Dear Jan, Carol. Okay, that's from her friend Carol. Oh, honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever is distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about that. She's right. In the meantime though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure, but let's cut to the chase. This new Ranger descent, that's what I want to hear about. Uh-oh. Ranger Rick? You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything and send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump, and in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Janice! Are you having a little something going on with Ranger Rick? Kind of what it sounds like. You're a married woman. Careful. Careful now. What would the Bible say about that? Yeah? What would Jesus say? Oh, look, a ghost game. Escapes from Ghost Mansion. That actually seems pretty fun. Escapes from Ghost Mansion. Avoid the ghosts of Ghost Mansion and make your escape with your wits intact. The brothers, the cowboy, the widow. a few of the shades you may encounter as you attempt to escape from Ghost Mansion. Watercolor technique. Right on. So Ranger Rick is the one who lent her this book, I assume. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Oh, they have their own little bathroom. How convenient. Cinnamon. Quick fix. Blackfriars for men. Can't open these. Ugh. Why do you have like 2 connected bathrooms? That's kind of a weird layout. Why not just have like 1 big bathroom? I guess it's so you can like take a shit while your wife is putting makeup on. After the honeymoon. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think her parents are doing too well. Rediscovering your spouse personally, spiritually, sexually. It may seem inevitable that the spark you and your spouse shared on your honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. Reverend Alexander Michaels will show you how to rekindle the fire you once had. Part 2 leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with a higher power. How about that? You'll draw strength from a spirituality you may not even know you have. Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bedroom, including a few things that may surprise you. I feel like part 2 and 3 kind of clash a little bit. I don't know. What exciting ideas could God have in mind for me, really? I don't know about that. Okay, not much in here. They're gonna be really mad about all these lights I'm leaving on, but you know what? You guys have a huge house that you inherited. Doesn't really cost you that much money anyway, so... Aww. I would be so freaking embarrassed if my parents framed a shitty drawing like this from when I was 5. Like, of course my mom kept my drawings, but they're in a box in a closet. Like, they're not framed. Nah. Okay, where's mom's dildo? You know it's in here. You know things aren't going so well with the husband, so like she's gotta make do. I know it's hiding somewhere in here. Oh, they do have a TV. I spoke too soon. Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, the Fugitive, all the presidents, man. You need to really lay off the presidents, dude. Bridge on the River Kwai. Silence of the Lambs, of course. Gone with the Wind. Jeopardy. Uncle Harvey. The Sound of Music. Okay. I love this idea of like putting your TV in a wardrobe. Armoire, sorry. It's like you could use this for storage and instead you're just putting a TV in there. I guess. More JPEGs of clothes. That's some good flat clothes. Look at that. I know it's the 90s, but that's a lot of jeans. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Oh, barf. Okay, I think I know what kind of new exciting ideas Reverend Michaels was suggesting. Uh-oh. Sounds like your parents have been exploring each other's behind. You know what I'm saying? Wear goggles and rubber gloves when handling anything in this room. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd went to see it again. Haha, alright, see you then, barf. It is pretty good, Pulp Fiction. It's one of those classics. Bathroom. Man, they have a lot of bandages in this house. Like, do you get hurt often or what? Lonnie rules. Okay. Also, what? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That's bad. I was gonna say, what kind of bathroom doesn't have a mirror in it? Protex extra absorbency. Okay. Is that a... Oh, I thought it was a joint. That's a tampon. That's fine. Soft plus. Guess this one's broken. Really? Seems a little suspicious. What's hiding here? Is that blood or like wax? Oh, okay. Okay. It's just... Okay, it's just hair dye. It's fine. You knew what you were
Lonnie brought
doing
her hair
with
dye
this.
over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right?
No, yeah.
It felt intimate.
No, it is.
We looked in the mirror together after, and
What
I expected
mirror?
her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me.
It's happening.
Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Dealing with roots. Okay, you guys knew what you were doing with having like this red hair dye in the bath. That's messed up. You played with my expectations. I feel played. That's a little sad. They had a little moment, but like she wasn't fast enough to really know how to react, and we've all been there, right? Sometimes you just don't know what to say in the moment, and then it's too late. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. She's out of here. I guess that's the idea, is like she just left. She left with her friend Lonnie. Oh yeah, because Katie wouldn't have a room. I was wondering where her room would be, but I guess they moved into the new house while she was in Europe, so she doesn't actually have a room in this house. Man, these are some thick doors. Damn. Books, a bunch more boxes that they haven't even had time to... Hey Sam, you were asking what my ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering, this means the army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team, the army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training, I am a burned adventuress and no borders can hold me. The army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. That's sweet. Composition book, Ghost Hunter Journal from Samantha. Sighting Journal, August 31. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. Okay. September 3. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello. Did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Ooh. Oh, get it? The milk says moo and the ghost says ooh. Also ghost milk. Ooh. October 9, Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillow fort. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. October 28, enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Ectoplasm? Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. That's nice, that's sweet. They're having little adventures together. That's sweet. Oh, to be a teenager again. Well, that only leaves the cellar, but I haven't found the combinations for the locks. Oh, another cassette. Heavens to Betsy, nothing can stop me. Should I go and play that, maybe? Maybe this has a hint. What if the code is 1394, the day she met Lonnie? Okay, that's quite enough of that. Can't say I would listen to that in my own time. You know, to each their own. Man, I haven't found the combination to the lock. Maybe you're not really supposed to. And to be honest, like, I wouldn't want to be going through her stuff anyways. That's not really nice of me to do that. Okay, that only leaves the cellar. It's weirdly empty in here. They have like... These rooms are huge and empty. Healthy choices for a healthful life. Yeah. Got a music cue for this. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god, I've got to see this. We're skipping 6th. Did you really? The closet in mom and dad's room? In the library? Secret passage marked on map. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's Captain Allegra and the first mate. Oh, that's so cool. Your costume, my costume? Hey, she's pretty good. For 17, like that's better than what I was drawing at 17. That's good. Talented writer and her artist girlfriend. They're like a perfect match. How sweet. Sewing table. Oh, that just popped right out. Book here. Oh my god. I think that's from Mom's book. Opal Larue, Wildfire. He saved her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up. Oh no, Janice! Opal Larue is one of the most distinctive writers in our genre. A tour de force. Wildfire is a uniquely beautiful display of Larue's talent. Uh-oh, I think maybe this should be hiding beneath Mom's bed? Mom's side of the bed, if you know what I mean? Okay. Halloween show! The Misfits, they're awesome. Don't forget your costume. See you there. Stygian Lounge, 1029. 06 Franklin downtown. Lie to mom and dad.
Sometimes you just have to lie to mom and dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to mom and dad situation. but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Okay, I think maybe this date is gonna be the important one, you know? 10/29. I think maybe 10/29 is gonna be our combination. Performance evaluation, Richard Pattermack. Supervisor, Janice Greenbrier. Knowledge and skill, communication, work ethic, safety procedures, punctuality, overall 5 in everything. Janice is the perfect conservationist. Ranger Pattermack has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication... Oh, okay, she reviewed... It's... okay. This isn't about Janice, it's about Rick. Of course you gave him 5 in everything. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to... I don't know if you should call him Rick in this? To daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Uh-oh. Janice, I think you might be falling for the guy a little too much. 10/29. Okay, I think 10/29 might be the number we're looking for. Is my hunch correct? Ah, it's not. Damn. Okay. You have to admit, it would have been pretty fitting, right? Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Okay, we could go there, but let's check out... What was it, the library? To downstairs. Okay, let's go check out that secret passage, if it's even real. Now, hopefully nothing scary happens. Also, I haven't found the key to that part of the house. Love this idea that you're just visiting your family's house and you're taking notes and like drawing a map at the same time. Alright, is there a secret passage here? Here? Oh. Oh shit. Oh, that's creepy. That's super creepy. Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found. 3. Library, upstairs, hall, foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered. 0. Okay. Hidden compartments marked on the map. Okay. 4. Ah! Fuck. You did that on purpose. For God so his only son loved world that he gave. I agree. Well, I can't see shit in here now. That's bad. Are you gonna try and scare me? Oh, right, okay. Could I have opened that from the back? Oh no, it's like it. Oh wow, yeah, that's truly. You don't even see like the seam or anything. Damn. Okay. Let's look for these secret compartments. So there should be one like here. Ooh, that's the Ouija board. Yes, no, goodbye. Okay. 0. Oh, that might be our first number for her locker. Half of Sam Locker's combo added. What do you mean half? I could only see the first number. Hello, hello, who are you? Oscar, what do you want? To come back. You guys are just messing around. I know Oscar's not gonna come back. That would be quite the twist. If there ends up being actually like something supernatural in this game. Because so far, that doesn't really seem to be what they're doing, you know? Okay, yeah. You would have had no way to know like these are secret panels. Oh, this one here. Private, do not read. Okay. Just kidding. Of course I have to read it. Heaven at the edge of the world. The Green Glacier. Samantha. Ooh. It's more of her story. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest's branches. Mere feet away, her dad would be really jealous if you read that, like just seeing how good she is of a writer compared to him. Sunlight shone brightly. Okay, that sounded like a fucking window broken here. Jesus. I feel bad reading this. She said don't read it, so I feel like I shouldn't be reading it, but... Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation. Bounding through the high branches, the first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry! Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. I'll forgive the typo there. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair and hands and body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Interesting. So I guess her character is kind of a self-insert, and she was like, you know what? I need the first mate to be Donnie. 51. Right? Or Sam. Private. Again, I know you said it's private, but I feel like that's kind of the point of the game, is I need to check it out, right? Even though I feel bad about it. The Misfits. October 29.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
And these are like the moments that stick with you for your whole life, you know? If that kind of stuff happens, oh boy. This is intense shit for a teenager. Of course she meant what you think she meant. Like, you don't just tell your friend, "I really like you," when you're like this close to them, like sharing a futon. Come on. Come on, Sam, I think you're worrying for nothing. Okay, I guess I need to go check her room, even though she did say it was private, but it's gonna kill me if I don't know what's in there. 0501, alright. I should not be checking that, but... Oh, there's the key.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me.
Aw.
Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no, there was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words.
And you're such a good
Felt like I
writer,
was
too.
gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Right on. Lonnie. Little punk kid in high school. So cute. Maybe don't start smoking cigarettes though, that's not good for you. You can kiss girls all you want, but don't get cigarettes, you know? Oh shit, she's starting to steal her father's magazines. Gosh, Sam. What do you mean, gosh, Sam? Just let your sister, like, discover her sexuality in peace and stop going through her stuff. Jesus. Okay, I got a key. I'm guessing that's the key to the downstairs doors. I'm gonna go to the cellar last because I kind of assume that's what you're supposed to go, like, to do last. Alright, let's see. Does that key fit in here? Oh, it's the key to the basement. Okay. Oh yeah, there was another locked door over there. Let's see. I guess I had to go in there then, at least to get the key. But things are going a little too well. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Ugh. It is dark in here. Don't break, please. Ugh. Ugh. Why is it so creepy down here? Every basement's creepy, I know, but damn. Some chips, some crisps. Just throwing everything on the ground. How about that? Huh? Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. Quite. Dear Mrs. De Soto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate, following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again, same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madame Samantha Greenbrier. I'm glad she's having fun. Getting a little reprieve from her parents who are going through a difficult time. Guys.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone. we say I love you.
That's nice. They're actually dating. That's so nice. Oh, is that assignment again? Ah, she did it right this time. Good job. Oh no, that's mine. One of my old sex. Oh, okay, so that's Caitlin's. It's not. It's not Sam's. But Sam's not really gonna need to know that stuff, I guess. K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for important, N is for not aware that my sister was a lesbian until now. Oh, boiler room? Really? Boiler room. Is that what we're doing now? You guys are doing this on purpose. You're like, what's the creepiest fucking part of the house that we could send you to? Is there gonna be a fucking ghost in here? Ugh, that's... Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, things are going too well for Sam. I feel like something horrible is gonna happen. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, though. Reed College. Oh, she did apply. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College. Is the idea that like her parents don't know? Like she wants to go there like by herself?
I'm so stupid sometimes.
Oh, did you forget to
I
ship
was
it?
telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing. And I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
I fucking knew it was too good to be true. God damn it. But well, you know, I guess that's just the way it is sometimes. And like you would say, oh, they can just reconnect later, but like a couple years is a lifetime, especially when you're young. It's like it's too late. After a few years, you've moved on. Richard Greenbrier, PhD. I guess the grandfather was like a something? Psychologist? Oh man, that's a bummer. But you know what? At least you guys got to spend some nice time together. Oh, she was gonna buy that for them. That's just sad. What did it say? Oh, I didn't have time to read what it said. A letter from Granddad? Dear... Can I get some light? Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful, but the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refract their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better with a father's love and encouragement. That really doesn't sound like something a father would write to his son. It's so like impersonal, you know? Weird. I guess that's why he just... Okay, so he's a professor laureate of English. I guess that's a high standard to live up to for Terrence. And he just took out a face. He's like, fuck my fucking father and his better than thou attitude. Doesn't even like my science fiction books. That's rough. That's rough. I think that's mom's citizenship stuff. Oh, she's not from here. Janice Elizabeth Connolly Greenbrier. I guess they married very early. If like she already has the Greenbrier name. Married in Canada. Okay, so let's see. She's from Canada. Okay. Sure. Massan's pharmacy changes hands. The shoppers on Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Massan's pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swore that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Massan's longtime assistant and now proprietor of the pharmacy, told the register, "The specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Masson. He had taken sick and was unavailable for comment." Interesting. Wonder what that's about. Also, there's another secret room behind there. Servants' quarters? What the hell? Ugh. Oh, creepy long staircase to upstairs. Oh wait, no, I just went back. Did I? No, this is a new room. How many damn secret passages are there in this house? Oh, to the guest room. Okay. Oh, I should have noticed that. Massan's Pharmacy 1963. 1963. And that's a long thunderstorm. Like, storms aren't usually that long usually. Uh-oh, another cassette there. And a sock. Heavens to Betsy. Terrorist. Oh, goody. I get to hear your nice music. Oh, that's enough of that. Women outlaw. Yeah. She's stuffer than a wild Mustang. No female is gonna tell me, yeah! This'll show ya who runs things around this joint. Bitch. Ah, look at that. Revolution? Captain A. This one's for you, gross man. Wherever that is. Girl justice now. She's all into like that girl power stuff. Good for her. Wipers. Kicking against the patriarchy. Heard enough? Had enough? The great good fellow. Yeah, down with the patriarchy. Kicking against the patriarchy. The great good fellow riot of 95. Revolution! Ready to join the revolution? And take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy? Not sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe you just want more cool zines or maybe even a mixtape? Send us your missives from the Girl Riot Underground. Okay. What? I guess it's just like a magazine that they're doing? Girls to the front. Goodfellow Senior High School. Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss De Soto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complained that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident. The fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. Well, then do your job and find out who did it. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Oh, that's why they hate Grossman.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation.
It is a little
following
contradictory.
orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay, so this leads to this. Have I been in this room? Guardian angels up above bless this house with lots of love. That's nice. Unlocked from the inside. Oh, okay. That's that room. Oh, then I haven't been here. This is such a huge house. I'm sorry if I miss anything. Like, there's a lot to see. So that's what this Grossman is about. Grossman is the principal of their school. It is like a little contradictory that she's all anti-authority and then she wants to join the army. But like, she's a teenager, you know? You're not supposed to have fully formed opinions and, you know? It's normal that she's kind of figuring it out still. En español! Offer of promotion from Bruce Pendleton. Dear Head Conservationist Greenbrier, due to your exemplary management of the flintlock prescribed burn operation last year and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Please respond as soon as possible. Okay, so her mom got promoted. She investigated a team, visit camps with specialists to help adolescents overcome deviant behavior and homosexuality. Aw, no. They found out.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
Yeah, that's rough. Jan Greenbrier, stylist. Shampoo said, oh, her mom is totally boning Rick the Ranger. Like, she's hiding these slips about, like, getting her hair done and stuff. It is totally happening. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ooh. Adult. Oh, maybe Janice went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, right, because Earth, Wind, and Fire was in their room, too. I think she went to see that with... Rick, the Ranger. Now I want to, like, observe all of these panels in case there's, like... slide door. Ugh. What is that? Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you, L. Aw. Aw, the skull. Right. It was in her room, I think. She sent it from Mexico. So, was she on vacation, or had she already been sent with the army at this point? You see that? Did you see that shape in the background there? That was creepy. Oh. Mom's purse. I think Mom left with the ranger. Manual for forestry research and education. Take care of our forest. Uh-oh. Hi, Jan. I got 2 tickets for Earth, Wind, and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again, so that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? And he has a girlfriend too. Come on, man. She's married and you have a girlfriend? Oh, little hidden area there. Another... Wait, what did it say? Another of the postcards I sent. Yeah. From St. Peter's Square, Vatican. God, no butts in heaven. Hi Mom, Dad and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom will have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next up, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. That's nice. There's that zine. That's cool. They made a full... I wish I could see like what's in there. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that you are going through... We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Oh boy. I think they kind of know. That's why they don't want her door to be closed. They probably hope they're wrong about it, but like I think deep down they know. Disciplinary referral, Samantha. From the teacher. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents. Out of school suspension.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something, but they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase.
Really?
That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Yeah. Sure, that's something a lot of people have had to go through. Wish all parents would just be cool about it, but, you know. The Accidental Warrior. Don't give up on this, honey. By Terrence Greenbrier. Oh, well, at least his wife is encouraging him. It looks like he's not so... Maybe if he spent less time chastising his gay daughter, he would have more time to work on his shitty writing. You know? And this house is so massive. This was gonna be a 2-hour video, but I think it's gonna have to be longer than that. Bix, the freshest clean around. Oh. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things would be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at the base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different and we can be together until... Oh man. That sucks. But like, it's not gonna work. I remember thinking that too when I had breakups and I was like, you know what, maybe in a few years when things have changed, we can like catch up where we left off, but it just doesn't work like that. Like life moves too fast and we change and we move on and then like the moments pass and it's too late, you know? Unfortunately, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That leads outside. Where will do it? Do what exactly? Understairs, secret door. Another secret door, midnight, June 5. Final preparations are
We
complete.
agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all.
They were gonna have a nice
It
one.
worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos. To find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
That sucks, dude. Strong finds a couples counseling. Oh, they're going to counseling. Well, they're trying to fix their relationship. Manuscript, The Accidental Human. Look at that. That's like a whole manuscript. So these are his books again, but I guess they were published by like a new... Yeah, that Unknown Dimension. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? So he got published again by like a different company? The Accidental Pariah. I guess it worked out better the second time, hopefully. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement. The days where he mattered. So when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. Seems a little cliche, but you know what? He's doing... like he's following his passion. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies. You're still making typos, dude. Of the new editions, the cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown... I mean, to be fair, he is typing on like a typewriter, so if you make a typo, you just gotta live with it, so maybe I shouldn't be too harsh. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting and new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. Good for him. That's very nice. Happy for this homophobic dad that he gets to follow his dream. I mean, I know it's not so simple when it's your daughter and like you're an old man in the 90s, but I just can't imagine being a parent, like anything your children come to you with and being like, no, it's wrong, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't be like that. It's like, they're your fucking children, like, whatever they are, you just have to accept them. Like, that's it. There's no exceptions. Almost no exceptions. Maybe I shouldn't say that. You guys really need to get some better lamps, because like even when you turn the lights on, it is dark as balls in here. Home cook. Risotto 10 ways. That sounds yummy. Booted out. A going away show for Lonnie D, Girl Scout. All ages, last show ever. Right, because Lonnie has a band.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
That's rough. From Barcelona. Hi Mom, Dad and Sam. I have had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. Gaudi? Gaudi? It is from a strange alien world. I am headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I am running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Is it good to be home, Katie? Are you enjoying your homecoming yet? Finding all this stuff about your family? Water dispenser. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter Helen Margaret to Mr. Richard Paternak. Oh, it's Rick. Rick the Ranger is getting married. Sunday the 4th of June. I guess things didn't work out after all. Cola. Russian dressing. Can't say I've ever tried that. Sam's schedule, working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road. Okay, so she's got a job. Looks like they lost electricity for a while because the clock is wrong. Why does it look like this place was fucking like burgled? Burglared? Burglared? You know what I mean. Whole bunch of stuff. Potato chips. Hamburger dinner. Had to 1 pound of hamburger. Okay. Hip hose. Fortified with 8 essential vitamins. You don't say. Someone actually did the little labyrinth. I wonder who. Tuna dinner. Okay. How about you guys like finish sorting your freaking boxes before you start getting into fights about like your daughter being gay? How about that? Do your job. Congratulations on your new position, dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier. From Bruce. Having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks. Very much look forward to welcoming you on your new desk. Good for the mom. Rick the Ranger, that didn't work out, but at least she got a promotion, so that's nice. June. Katie comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. Can't make it. Send regrets. Rick's wedding. Yeah, of course she's not gonna go. Anniversary trip. Okay, I guess things are going better for the couple. Charity wank. Charity junk pickup. Basement. Dentist for Sam. Forest logo trail hike event. Church potluck. Elementary public area. Oh, the texture is a little blurry, a little hard to see. Oh, and the garage. I'm going through all these perfectly serviceable areas for me to get murdered, and it just hasn't happened yet. So there's the book again. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. From unknown dimension. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the Fez, the Men in Black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out there mass market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. Coming on a little strong. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie-like, timeless works such as... Okay, dude. Ever since we discovered tattered copies of your accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban American wants, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent at by day, reckless history revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. Wow, okay, so it took a while. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. Wow, so they seeked them out? Damn. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to trusting your work, screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Damn, okay. He's pretty lucky that they were that into his shitty book. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3 to 7. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. Okay. Poor Sam, all alone here with her thoughts. That's her name tag for Crown Burger. What? Clown Burger? Ask me about clown combos. Okay, so, you know, life goes on. She's got her job. Was that a crumpled paper that I cannot read? Unthinkable. Bunch of cups. Another cassette. Bratmobile, some special. Have I looked at everything? I'm not sure, there's so much. I think I've looked at everything. Mason's Pharmacy Soda Fountain welcomes Boone County youngsters. Wow. Sweet served up to was a chocolate sundae. Terry Greenbrier, age 8. Favorite nephew of Mr. Mason. Aw. Cute. So, Terrence's dad was kind of a dick, like this pompous professor of English. But then his uncle was like the nice one, the cool pharmacist, who ended up giving him everything he owned.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Well, that's good. Okay, so that's the story of how she ended up in a band, and it seems like she did order that heart pendant, so hope that turned out for the best. Yolanda de Soto, Mrs. Samantha Greenbrier. Roar. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson, fly mosca. Your love to amor. I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Right, the dark room. That's where she develops her photos. I think that's our final destination. Oh. Combination? I'm not sure what the combination could be. Oh, it doesn't work. It is dark in here. Oh. It's an old toy. It's a very old toy. You wouldn't have a clue about the combination, would you? Oh. Terry, age 12. Thanksgiving, 1963. Oh, so he did come to this house quite a lot. Could 1963? Like, they're giving us all these... Alright, let's try it. It's probably not that. Oh, it was that! Okay, that was easier than I thought. Pulvules Bileron. Not to be used when symptoms... That's a really old, like, medication. Really old syringe. Oscar Masson to Mary Greenbrier. Return to sender. Oh boy. Okay, wish me luck. Dear sister, I write what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered, one way or the other. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for... commune, only my one mind, examining itself endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptations, sacrificed to prove my commitment. I can imagine, since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, over a wretch like me could be saved. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be, with a brother's love always. Okay. I think I know what's going on. So maybe the uncle was gay also. And then like he was rejected by his family. And the father kind of knew that, and like that's why he was like about his daughter also being, I don't know. Is that like what other transgression could be talking about? 'Cause like, what else would his family reject him for, you know? Is there anything else to find in here? Oh. Order this month. 2 cases brandy, 2 cases. Governor remains very pleased with enforcement in Bun County. Believe this arrangement shall hold for some time. Okay. Is there anything else here? I can't see shit. I think that's everything. Is that the idea? Was the uncle also gay, and then like maybe the father found out later? Like he found out when he was able to open that. Maybe the father eventually ended up opening the safe, realized that his uncle had been gay this whole time, and he was like, oh shit, like I've been treating my daughter like shit for this, even though, you know? And then like he realized that he'd been wrong. I think maybe that's the idea. I think I've seen everything. That's a insanely massive house. Like I would be getting lost in there. I think there was one more secret like next to the stairs. Oh, what the fuck? Possession and exorcism. Oh, okay, that's where you guys were doing your Ouija board session. Oscar. Oh, they had like his old name tag. They were using it for their session. It's Oscar. Shock. Honey snaps. Fuel for winners. That's so radical, dude. Oh, there's the key. The attic key. Okay, so I couldn't have gone in the attic until I had the key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Okay, I think I've seen everything. If I've missed something, then I apologize. This is a huge house. I think going to the attic is the last thing we have to do. But I don't know what I'm gonna find up there. Is Sam still up there? It sounds like she just left. I know she said not to go in there, but is she still here? Hey, look, Christmas. Hello? Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass, I love you. Ah, you can see like the stain from the tears. That's sad.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Ah, that's great. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I was like, maybe she didn't go through with it, you know? Maybe she didn't go through with it and then she was like, let's just stay together. That's nice. It's all too good to be true, almost. Nothing. Photos. Ah. That's the army. The damned army vest. Aw, it's them with the necklace. Little broken, like, nail polish. Classic. They're just little kids. They're just kids. You know, 17. That's still so young. But young love is a wonderful thing. And I think we're at the end of our journey. Letters to Katie. Do not read if you're not Katie.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person,
That's alright.
that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again
Of course.
someday.
We'll call each other like
Love,
this weekend.
Sam.
And I guess it's a little harder in the 90s to stay in touch, but this was nice. Starring Sarah Grayson as Sam and Sarah Elmele as Katie. Yeah, I guess you do hear her voice briefly. The music of Heavens to Betsy, Bratmobile. Okay, so they're real bands. Okay, well, I hope you guys will be nice enough not to flag my video. Oh, oops. Didn't think that would skip the whole credits. Okay, well, that's it. So, while it was a pretty creepy setting, nothing really that scary happened other than like that light bulb breaking. This was very nice. I love these little narrative game where like just from observing the environment, it's a lot of environmental storytelling, which is one of my favorite things in games. Because if you do it well, you can tell like such interesting stories just by like having these objects be in the player's path, and like you kind of funnel the player in the way you want, so that they find things in a certain order, so that they tell a story. It's a very like clever and like intricate form of storytelling, which I appreciate a lot. And this was a great example. Yeah, I think the idea is like the uncle was gay, and then like the father found out, and like that kind of repaired things with maybe. Am I reading too much into it? There was another game I played recently, Unpacking, which was like pure environmental storytelling, like in its purest form, because like there's no voiceovers, you don't read letters, like all you see are the objects As the person goes through life, like the objects that she's carrying from places to places, they change and they tell this story. Like really, really good. If you haven't played Unpacking, I highly recommend it. I really liked it. After I finished it, I almost wish that I played it on the channel, but too late. It's gonna be a very long video, but I will try and like just do one single video. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed me playing it. If you have suggestions for more games of this style that do it well, I would be open to hearing it. So yeah, next week is gonna be a special game for the holidays. I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. I'm gonna keep it a surprise, so you're just gonna have to tune in to find out. And then after the holidays, we're gonna start Walking Dead Season 3. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it. And I hope to see you next week for a new game. See y'all.